Good morning and welcome to another episode of Empower Your Passion. It's me, Rebecca Sky, the founder of Icon South Africa and Empower Your Passion. My co-host Knox today is actually at a construction site, so we've decided above to really allow her the time to go and work this morning on a huge project rather than be with us today. And of course, she's taken the show the last 2 weeks, so it's time for her to concentrate on her job today. But nonetheless, we have a beautiful contestant here today. We've got Natalie Solomons joining us today. She is one of the semi-finalists of Icon South Africa 2023. And I'm so excited to get to know her a little bit more and for our viewers to find out a little bit more about how Natalie is changing the world one step at a time, or at least South Africa. So without further ado, Natalie, good morning. And how are you on this beautiful day?
Good morning, Rebecca. I'm very well, thank you. And thank you for having me here.
An absolute pleasure. Absolute pleasure. Because it's quite a short show, we're going to get straight onto the questions if you don't mind. And I know that our viewers want to know a lot more about you. And of course, so does the Icon South Africa team as well. So tell us about yourself.
So my name is Natalie Solomons. I'm a mother of 3 beautiful children. I'm married for 19 years. I come from, I should say, a very disadvantaged background, but a very loving home. And I think that was the passion that really drew me to do what I'm doing today. I'm passionate about the orphans, the widow, just people in distress, I should say. I'm going to use that word.
Yeah. And tell us about that. Tell us about a little bit more about your business, or in your case, your NGO.
Yeah. So basically, the main thing that I do is ensuring that children, irrespective of race, color, creed, religion, they get how can I say, I'm trying to create basically an environment that is conducive for children the best way I can. And I've been exploring quite a bit, and I've been looking at what other NGOs and orphanages are doing. And I'm trying to do things a bit different to what others are doing. So I'm going to invite you to my place.
Tell us about what. Oh, wow. I'd love to. In fact, I used to work with an orphanage when I still was in Joburg, in Tembisa. I used to work with a home there quite often and get sponsorship for lunches and stuff like that. So my heart is very close to orphanages, and of course, especially children and women out there. What makes you stand out, do you think? And what you mentioned now, you want to do things differently. What is it that you want to do that's different?
Basically, when you talk about orphanage or you speak about a children's home, I don't know why it is, but people have that poverty concept. So I basically, I think I'm changing that, because if you come to the orphanage, it's not actually an orphanage, it's a home. We don't call it an orphanage. I actually renamed it as Legacy Children's Home. Why Legacy Children's Home?
Sorry, can I just say that again? Legacy Children's Home. Where are you situated, Natalie?
I'm situated in Northcliffe. Just in Northcliffe, Region B, Johannesburg. And basically what I want to say is the orphanage is something, whoever came here, Natalie, I've never seen something like this. They actually tell me I can be making so much money here. I said it's not about the money. Money comes. Money does come, but the environment here is of another standard. Not because it's my orphanage, but come here, you will understand what I'm talking about.
How, I'm going to change your next question a little bit, and I think I want to know biggest lessons along the way. There are obviously a lot of people out there that are wanting to follow your footsteps, to help, to get involved in an orphanage like yours, to maybe be different with regards to staying away from the stigmatization of poverty and all of that. So how could they follow in your footsteps, and how do they, you say money comes. How does that all happen in your, you don't have to go too much into it if you don't want to, but how does it, how does one do, how is one able to do what you've actually produced here, so we can help more others out there?
Now, definitely be authentic, be you. And that is what I did. I had nothing in my hands. I just had what I had to offer was my hands, and I just said to the Lord, Lord, this is what I have to offer. And that was basically my hands. And basically, I went out there. How I did it, I also don't know, because God
Wow.
provided, even in COVID. I've never given so much food out in COVID.
Wow.
Even before COVID, I think in COVID, I gave out more food than before.
It's
And
amazing.
basically, post, because why I post is I want people to see. So if you give me something, I post it. And it's not about I, because we need each other. It's never about me, myself, and I. I've got so many supporters, so many sponsors. And I do a Facebook post, and I let people know. If you don't want me to mention your name, I can just say, I'm so thankful. We've got a donor. They sponsored 1, 2, 3. We posted, and they see who the things are going to. So people want to see. People want to know that this is what you're doing.
And do you rely on government funding, or is it self?
Now,
Do you go out there and get your corporate sponsors and your sponsors and things like that?
I don't rely on government. I will advise people not to rely on government, even when you're running an NPO. They're the worst people to deal with, even though you have to deal with them. I'm basically going to write a book on my journey from the beginning to the end, because of, and basically to help NPOs.
Beautiful.
What
That
to
would be
do.
amazing. And you're not only helping
Yes.
NPOs, but you're helping others that want to get involved with an NPO. Maybe, because of the lessons that you've learned, they can read your work and not fall into the same traps. Already they're one step further along. So that's beautiful. How many children
Yes.
and is it just children and women, or and how many would you say that you have at your orphanage?
So basically, my orphanage is able to house 40 children comfortably.
Wow. Okay.
I did have a GBV house before. That fell to the wayside because of other reasons. But we're busy with another home in Muldersdrift. I've partnered with Role Models Foundation, and they're building a GBV. It's on a plot, and we're busy collecting bricks and building material that you're not using to build this home, because of the amount. If you must see my phone, you will be shocked at the amount of women that is needing assistance and children.
I'm sure. No, I'm sure. Times are tough. And tell me something, are you national, or is your focus in Joburg? In other words, if somebody needs to get hold of you, how do they get hold of you? 1, for sponsor, and 2, for help.
Basically, I think my face is all over Facebook. If you actually put my name in, people find me. I'm getting calls from all over South Africa, basically, for assistance. And what I do, I try to connect you wherever people I know in Cape Town. I'll connect with them to assist, basically, like that.
Cape Town is definitely
we
in
need
need.
more. Yeah, we need more homes, children's homes. Right now, from the last time, we were sitting, I'm not sure if I've got the numbers around, but with 300 or 200 social workers with a backlog of 300 children to place each. So I'm not sure if I've got the numbers wrong, but the amount of children that we're placing.
I have heard a lot of stories right now that social workers are battling. They are battling to place these children. They're actually asking for foster families. They're actually asking for foster families, which is really sad. Children are innocent. To give them the best that we can is kind of our duty. So really, I before I ask you the last question, I just want to say, just from my heart to yours, congratulations for what you are doing. Yes, I'm bringing light to women and in business, but for you to actually be helping these innocent children and women that have actually gone through tough times, really, I please carry on what you're doing. Share the love, share the word. I support you all the way. I've obviously read a lot about you, gone into your bios. Many of us at Icon have, and that is one of the reasons you have been chosen as a contestant, just because of all the work that you are doing. Just to tell you, it does not go unnoticed, and just those little steps along the way, we just hopefully can get through so many more people along the way as well that are in need. So thank you, Natalie. Thank you for everything that you're doing. And I'd love to come and visit. I am often in Joburg, and I know my team is there. So they would love to, I'm sure, come and pop in and say hi. Maybe many of the other semi-finalists and finalists throughout the year. So let's spread the word, That's what this is about. So talking about Icon, are you excited to be part of the Icon South Africa family? And also, what inspired you to actually enter?
So I'm very excited. I read up about what Icon South Africa is about. And the main thing is Icon South Africa is the platform that we can use to basically spread your passion, what drives you, and just let so many people know about what is happening in South Africa. Because we all live in South Africa, and a lot of people actually don't know what is going on in South Africa. We're all walking around with blindfolders. And this is a platform that I believe we can use to let people know there's this business, there's that business. This woman is doing something, that woman is doing something. So I'm very excited about Icon South Africa, and I believe we're just going to go to higher heights with Icon South Africa.
And that's obviously then what inspired you to enter as well, I'm sure.
Yes.
And that's what it's about. Celebrating women in South Africa, celebrating their successes, allowing them a platform that helps with networking and standing behind each other. We talk about women empowerment, but what are we actually doing? So I like to think that this is a platform that is actually doing something about it. But thank you, Natalie, for your time. Thank you for entering Icon South Africa. Congratulations again. It's just so lovely to sit with all of you and just find out a little bit about your hearts, and not just reading it on an email, but really having a conversation with you. So I can just say thank you so much from our team, and also just from South Africa, really, with what you are doing. Carry on what you're doing. Let's spread the word for you. Thank you. Good luck for the final phase of Icon. I really do hope that you get through. So thanks, Natalie, for being here this morning. And we'll be back next week. That was Natalie Solomon sharing her legacy children's home is what she's involved in. So please go check it out. If there's any way you can help, please get hold of Natalie. She's all over Facebook, as she says, and it would be lovely for you guys to make contact. If you're in Joburg, she's in Northcliffe. It's easy to get there, easy to find, and I'm sure if you get hold of Natalie, she'll give you the full address. So please get hold of her and see how you can help and how you can make a difference as well in other people's lives. So till next week, I'm going to say goodbye. Goodbye, Natalie. Thank you so much for joining us.
Thank you.
We'll have Knox back next week, I'm sure, after she finishes on her construction site this week. And we'll be back for some more wonderful, beautiful interviews to come. Bye, everybody. Stay blessed. Bye.